Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Lalema Aneja Dank, and with me is R.S. Raghu with the evening news. The headlines. High-level multidisciplinary central teams deployed in most affected 15 states and union territories to contain COVID-19. Finance Minister reviews functioning of public sector banks with regard to loan sanctions for MSMEs and other companies. Railways to continue to provide Shramik special trains within 24 hours after demand is received from states. Government further extends validity of motor vehicle related documents till September the 30th. Delhi Lieutenant Governor holds all-party meeting to discuss COVID-19 situation in the national capital. Union government has deployed high-level multidisciplinary central teams in the most affected 15 states and union territories that are witnessing high numbers of COVID-19 infections. These teams shall assist the states and union territories governments by providing technical support for containment of COVID-19 pandemic in the country. The central teams have been deployed in Maharashtra, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Assam, Haryana, Gujarat, Karnataka, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Delhi, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Odisha. The three-member team consists of 2 public health experts, epidemiologists, clinicians and a senior joint secretary level nodal officer. These teams are providing support to the State Health Department in implementation of containment measures and efficient treatment, clinical management of cases within the districts and cities. Central teams are providing assistance to resolve challenges like testing bottlenecks, low tests per million population, high confirmation rates, risk of capacity shortfall over the next 2 months, potential bed shortage, growing case fatality rate, high doubling rate and sudden spike in active cases. Many district and municipalities have already formalized a dedicated core team at the district level to coordinate with the central team. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan today chaired the 16th High-Level Group of Ministers GOM meeting at New Delhi to review, monitor and evaluate the evolving situation on COVID-19. In the meeting, a presentation on the ground situation as well as the latest statistics with respect to coronavirus was also made. The GOM was attended by Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, Minister of State for Home Affairs Nityanand Rai, Minister of State for Shipping Mansukh Mandaviya, Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare Ashwini Kumar Chaubey. The central government today said that the recovery rate of COVID-19 is 48.46% in the country and the total number of recovered people from coronavirus has reached 1,29,215. 4,785 people were cured yesterday. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said 9,987 new cases of COVID-19 were reported yesterday, taking the total number of cases to 2,66,598 in the country. This is the highest spike in new cases in one day since the outbreak of the pandemic in India. 266 deaths were reported yesterday, taking the nationwide toll to 7,466. The case fatality rate is 2.80% in the country. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR said a total of 1,41,682 samples of coronavirus were tested in the last 24 hours. With this, the figure of total number of tests reached 49,16,116 in the country.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has reviewed functioning of public sector banks with regard to loan sanctions for MSMEs and other companies under Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. In a meeting held today with the head of the banks, she lauded their efforts for achieving sanctions of over 20,000 crore rupees under the Atmanirbhar package within a short span of time. The Finance Minister advised bank officials to maintain proactive outreach at the branch level and make loan forms and formalities simple. Ms. Sitharaman exhorted all public sector banks to continue focused approach to hand out loans to every eligible MSME. The finance minister reiterated that loans under the credit guarantee scheme are meant for meeting credit needs of all kinds of companies and are not only restricted to micro, small or medium enterprise. Indian Railways will continue to provide Shramik special trains within 24 hours after the demand is received from the states. Railway Ministry has requested the state governments to indicate their requirements about Shramik special trains. Railway Board Chairman Vinod Kumar Yadav said that Indian Railways will provide the desired number of Shramik special trains immediately within 24 hours of the request made by the state governments. Railways has also assured that it will provide additional Shramik special trains for any future requirement. More than 4,347 Shramik special trains have been operated by railways to transport approximately 60 lakh migrant workers to their destination states since 1st of May. The Supreme Court today directed the centre and state governments to send all the migrant workers to their native places within 15 days and formulate employment schemes after conducting their skill mapping to rehabilitate them. A bench of Justices Ashok Bhushan, Sanjay Kishan Kaul and M.R. Shah also directed the centre to provide additional trains within 24 hours of states making the demand for sending the migrant workers back to their native places. The top court also directed authorities to consider withdrawing all cases against migrant workers for alleged violation of lockdown norms under the Disaster Management Act. Sale of tickets for the third phase of Vande Bharat mission Air India flights from destinations in Europe to India will commence from tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The tickets can be booked from Air India website only. The national carrier has asked applicants to ensure that they are registered with the local Indian embassy or the High Commission, as it is a prerequisite to board flight under the Vande Bharat mission. Last week, more than 22,000 tickets were sold within a short span of 15 hours when flight bookings commenced for destinations from US, Canada and other countries. In its largest repatriation mission across the world, India has already brought back over 70,000 nationals. Under the third phase of Vande Bharat mission, starting from tomorrow, Air India will operate around 300 flights to Europe, Australia, Canada, US, UK and Africa. External Affairs Ministry has been conducting mammoth coordinating efforts spearheaded by Indian High Commissions and embassies across the world under Vande Bharat mission. More than 40,000 Indians have returned to India in over 230 flights and naval ships. In addition to this, COVID-related medical supplies have been sent to over 154 countries and rapid response teams have been deployed around the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held video conference with SAARC leaders over the pandemic, which led to the creation of COVID-19 Emergency Fund. Our correspondent takes a look at the various initiatives taken by the External Affairs Ministry during the first year of Narendra Modi government's second term.
Over 100 virtual diplomatic meetings have been held to share perspectives on combating the coronavirus and tackling post-pandemic challenges. Under India's Neighbourhood First policy, Prime Minister Modi visited Bhutan, Maldives and Sri Lanka, reaffirming the friendship. Leaders of Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Mauritius visited India in the past year. There has been elevation of ties with the US following immensely successful visits of Prime Minister Modi and US President Trump, of which Howdy Modi and Namaste Trump were the highlights. A new dimension of defense cooperation and space partnership with Russia has emerged. Mr. Modi visited Russia last September and credit line of $1 billion was announced for development of Russian Far East. Prime Minister Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping held their second informal summit in Mamallapuram in October last year. Highlighting the India Way at United Nations, Mr. Modi led the Indian delegation at the UN General Assembly, participated in the Climate Action Summit and a special event commemorating 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi. He also led India's participation at the G20 Summit, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, G7 Summit outreach sessions, BRICS Summit and ASEAN-related summits. With Bhupendra Singh, Suparna Saikia, AIR News, Delhi.
Out of around 962 persons from Jammu and Kashmir who had registered with the Embassy of India, Riyadh, 423 persons have been brought back in 3 special flights from Riyadh, Dammam and Jeddah under the Vande Bharat mission. Interacting with AIR News, Indian Ambassador Dr. Ausaf Saeed said that the remaining Indian nationals from Jammu and Kashmir would be sent back in the coming days. In a letter addressed to Dr. Ausaf Saeed, Kashmiri people in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia lauded the efforts of the embassy in making swift arrangements for repatriation of stranded Kashmiris in Saudi Arabia. Till the 5th of June, 24 flights have been operated from Saudi Arabia under the Vande Bharat mission to get back the stranded Indian citizens from abroad. In all, 3,840 people have been sent back to various places in India so far through special flights from Saudi Arabia. Besides, there have been 2 deportee flights and 7 chartered flights through which additional 1,624 people have gone back to India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today had a telephonic conversation with the President of Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte. During the talk, the steps being taken by the two governments to address the challenges arising out of the COVID-19 pandemic were discussed at length. Both the leaders appreciated the efforts made to ensure the welfare of their citizens in each other's territory during the ongoing health crisis. The Philippines President also appreciated the steps taken by India to maintain supply of essential pharmaceutical products to their country in this difficult time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi assured India's commitment to support the Philippines in their fight against the pandemic and stressed that India's well-established capacity for manufacturing affordable pharmaceutical products would continue to be deployed for the benefit of entire humanity. Mr. Modi and Mr. Duterte expressed their satisfaction at the progress made in recent years in strengthening the bilateral relationship, including defence cooperation. Prime Minister emphasized that India sees the Philippines as a vital partner in the Indo-Pacific region. He also conveyed his best wishes to Mr. Duterte and the people of the Philippines for the forthcoming National Day of the Philippines.
Union government has hiked custom duties on bamboo imports by agarbatti manufacturers from 10% to 25% with immediate effect. Finance Ministry has said that the decision has been taken to encourage use of domestic bamboo under the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. The 25% customs duty rate shall now uniformly apply to any import of bamboo, including by traders. Government said uniform rate will help in avoiding misuse and rate-related disputes. This measure is seen to benefit farmers and MSME agarbatti manufacturers. Earlier, the gains were utilized by only the large agarbatti manufacturers as they were able to import bamboo at low rate. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal spoke to Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan to inform him about the explosion at the Bagjan oil fields and the resultant fire engulfing the area in Tinsukia district today. The Chief Minister urged the Union Petroleum Minister to take urgent steps for putting out the fire at the earliest, while also directing the Tinsukia District Administration and police to take necessary measures for safeguarding the interest of the local people of the affected area. He also called Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to deploy Air Force for controlling the fire in the oil fields. Official sources said that while the clearing operations were on at the well site, the natural gas well of Oil India Limited caught fire today after 13 days of blowout. However, no casualty has been reported so far. Fire tenders are at the site controlling the spread of fire. Once the situation is normal, the experts will move to the site. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Secretary Kumar Sanjay Krishna asked the Army and Air Force to be ready for any help at Bagjan. You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. High-level multidisciplinary central teams deployed in most affected 15 states and union territories to contain COVID-19. Finance Minister reviews functioning of public sector banks with regard to loan sanctions for MSMEs and other companies. Railways to continue to provide Shramik special trains within 24 hours after demand is received from states. Government further extends validity of motor vehicle-related documents till September 30th. Delhi Lieutenant Governor holds all-party meeting to discuss COVID-19 situation in national capital. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, महामारी से लड़ना है बहुत जरूरी, ज्यादा पास न जाना, रखो 2 गज दूरी। सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान।
Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari today announced further extension of the validity date of motor vehicle documents till September this year due to COVID-19 situation in the country. The ministry has issued an advisory to all states and union territories in this regard. State and union territories have also been requested to consider provisions available under the Motor Vehicles Act 1988 for considering relaxation in requirement of permit, fees and taxes for renewal to provide relief in the present situation. A provision of 1,01,500 crore rupees has been made under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme in the current financial year 2020-21. It is the highest ever provision of funds under the program. A sum of 31,493 crores has already been released in 2020-2021, which is more than 50% of the budget estimate of the current financial year. Minister for Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, Narendra Singh Tomar, said that a total of 60.80 crore person days have been generated so far and work has been offered to around 6.69 crore people.
मनरेगा का इस वर्ष का बजट 61,000 करोड़ रुपया था, लेकिन कोविड के संकट को देखते हुए माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 40,000 करोड़ रुपए का एक मुश्त आवंटन बढ़ाया। अब मनरेगा का जो कुल बजट है 1,01,500 करोड़ रुपया है। अभी तक 33,000 करोड़ रुपए की स्वीकृतियां प्रदान कर दी गई हैं। 31,500 करोड़ रुपए की राशि अभी तक जारी कर दी गई है। 61,000 करोड़ मानव दिवस सृजित हुए और कुल मिलाके अभी 6 करोड़ 70 लाख मजदूरों को जॉब ऑफर दिए गए और 3 करोड़ से ज्यादा मजदूर अभी मनरेगा के अंतर्गत काम कर रहे हैं।
The average number of persons to whom work was offered in May this year has been 2.51 crores per day, which is 73% higher than the work offered in May last year. The Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO, has settled 36.02 lakh claims and disbursed 11,540 crore rupees to its members during lockdown in the last 2 months. Our Labour Ministry statement said to enhance the ease of living experience of its members during the challenging times of COVID-19 lockdown, EPFO has left no stone unturned in ensuring timely and effective delivery of services to its members. In Jammu and Kashmir, Jal Shakti Department in Rajouri district has restarted work under the Jal Jeevan Mission in remote villages of the district, which has brought cheer on the faces of people and labourers. In Saranu village of Rajouri district, about 700 families are excited that their dream of getting clean drinking water in their homes will get shortly fulfilled. The people of the village have expressed their deep gratitude to the Prime Minister for launching this scheme.
मेरा नाम चेतरा, मैं पंचायत सरानू का रहने वाला हूँ। पहले जिला रजौरी जम्मू कश्मीर, पहले इस सरानू में पानी नहीं था। हमारी लड़कियाँ औरतें सिर पर पतीले गडबे लेकर दूर दूर तक पानी लेकर जाती थी। अभी जल शक्ति ने पानी दिया हमको, हम जल शक्ति का धन्यवाद करते हैं।
Central and state governments have helped many families who were facing medical issues due to restricted movement during the lockdown. Our Lucknow correspondent reports how the Prime Minister's office helped in the vaccination of a 5-month-old infant.
Dipankar Tiwari of Kanpur was worried about vaccination of his daughter who was stuck with his mother in Dehradun during lockdown.
6 months की बेटी थी, उसके जो डेली वैक्सीनेशन होते थे, मंथली वैक्सीनेशन, वो उसके ड्यू थे। और एक्चुअली मैं अहमदाबाद रहता हूँ, अभी करंट थी और मेरी वाइफ थी देहरादून में, तो मैं तो उससे कनेक्ट कर नहीं पा रहा था। और उसने फिर वहाँ पर कोई भी डॉक्टर हॉस्पिटल में कोविड की वजह से कोई जा नहीं पा रहा था, छोटे बच्चे को लेकर, कोई 5 months की बेटी।
He wrote a letter to the Prime Minister's office about the problem and 2 different state governments worked worked in tandem to resolve the issue quickly.
पीएमओ से वो रिक्वेस्ट की थी फिर यूपी मिनिस्ट्री से फिर मेरे पास कॉल आई थी मेरे गोमतीगंज लखनऊ से। फिर मैंने उनको पूरा सिनेरियो बताया कि मेरे को ये चीज रिक्वायरमेंट है, मेरे बेटे का टीकाकरण होना है और मुझे डॉक्टर्स की हर चीज कोई घर पे आके लगा थे। फिर उन्होंने क्या किया था, उन्होंने मेरे को देहरादून एडीएम का नंबर दिया था। देहरादून एडीएम से मैंने बात की थी, उन्होंने मुझसे मेरी हेल्प करी थी कि आप इस तरह से करिए, डॉक्टर से बात कीजिए, तेज हेल्प किया। और फिर उन्होंने बात करके फिर मेरी बेटी का वैक्सीनेशन कम्प्लीट हो गया था विद इन टाइम। तो 10-15 दिन का पूरा प्रोसीजर था, मेरा काम हो गया उससे।
There are thousands like Dipankar who got timely redressal of their grievances and thanked the government for the prompt reply. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Human Resources Development Minister today said that in view of the current circumstances and after receiving a lot of requests from parents and teachers, government is contemplating the option of reduction in the syllabus and instructional hours for the coming academic year. In a tweet, Mr. Nishank appealed to all teachers, academicians and educationists to share their point of view on the matter using hashtag Syllabus for Students 2020 on Ministry of Human Resources Development's or his Twitter and Facebook page so that they can take them into consideration while making a decision. The National Council of Educational Research and Training NCERT and Rotary India have signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU for providing e-learning telecast content for Class 1 to 12 over all NCERT TV channels. The MOU was signed digitally in presence of Union Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank in New Delhi today. On the occasion, the HRD Minister expressed hope that amidst COVID-19, the collaboration of Rotary India Humanity Foundation and NCERT with the guidance and support of his ministry will ensure that e-learning reaches children across the country with approved content. Mr. Nishank said, under Vidyadan 2.0, Rotary International will provide the e-content in Hindi language to NCERT for classes 1 to 12 for all subjects. He added that this high-class material will be very beneficial to all the school children. He said Rotary International will also provide material for special needs children as well as contribute its entirety to the adult literacy mission. It will also provide the teacher training content. In Tamil Nadu, the state government has cancelled public examinations for the 10th standard this year due to the looming COVID-19 situation. Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy said in a statement that all the students are deemed to have passed the examinations. The marks of the students will be assessed with 80% weightage for the average score obtained in the quarterly and half-yearly examinations and 20% for school attendance. Over 9.79 lakh students were earlier scheduled to appear for the examinations from the 15th of this month. More from our correspondent.
The Tamil Nadu government's decision to scrap the 10th standard board examinations this year comes in the wake of the Madras High Court suggesting postponing the tests in view of the COVID-19 threat. There has also been a growing chorus by most of the political parties, including the allies of the ruling AIADMK and a section of the parents and teachers, to either defer or do away with the test this year. Along with the 10th standard, the board exam for the last paper left for the 11th standard has also been abandoned. On the other hand, plus 2 examinations have already been held successfully in March itself. However, over 37,000 students could not appear for their last paper, which was held on March 24 due to the lockdown. For them, a retest has been announced this month. It has now been deferred, and a fresh date for the leftover plus 2 exam would be announced later. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, the total number of COVID-19 patients has gone up to 34,914, with 1,685 people tested positive in the last 24 hours. The new cases include 1,243 in Chennai. In all, 798 people were discharged from hospitals after recovery. Kerala continues to record a spike in COVID-19 cases, with 91 new cases being confirmed today while 34 people recovered. More from our correspondent.
Of the new cases, 53% are returnees from abroad, while 27 came from other states. 10 contracted the disease through contact. One health worker also tested positive in Thiruvananthapuram district. Presently, 1,231 people are under treatment for COVID-19 in the state. Meanwhile, the 52-day-long trawling ban will come to effect in Kerala from today midnight and will continue till July 31st. All fishing boats out at sea are directed to return before midnight as a common monsoon practice to facilitate fish breeding. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal today held an all-party meeting to discuss the present situation with respect to COVID-19 in the national capital and measures to contain its spread. Issues relating to availability of beds for COVID-19 patients, extensive testing, swift ambulance response, and providing critical information in the public domain were discussed in the meeting. In a series of tweets, Mr. Baijal said the meeting was held in a very constructive and harmonious atmosphere and many constructive suggestions were received during the meeting. He emphasized that all of us need to fight this pandemic together. The Delhi LG emphasized the need to conduct thorough contact tracing of affected persons and testing as per the Indian Council of Medical Research's guidelines for COVID-19 testing without any deviation. He said admission of eligible COVID-positive patients to be ensured as per government protocol. Well, in our series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Ambuj Roy of Cardiology Department of AIIMS advised the elderly people and those suffering from other diseases like hypertension and cancer to take extra precautions to avoid infection.
In the larger population, it has given them time to understand the seriousness of the disease, the precautions they need to take, how to live with this. They have practiced social distancing. The people who already have heart disease, people who have had brain strokes, people who have lung disease, people who have some kind of cancer, they're much more prone to a more severe form of the disease if they get the disease.
Dr. Naresh Gupta of LNJP Hospital, Delhi, suggested to the people to maintain hygiene and social distancing.
Sanitation, hygiene, hand hygiene, masking, this social distancing, nobody should try to break that rule, I would call it. The idea is when somebody coughs or sneezing, that cough or sneeze particles can travel 1 to 2 meters or even more. When one speaks loudly, it can travel to 1 meter.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will have minimum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and maximum 41 degrees Celsius with generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Mumbai will witness generally cloudy sky with few spells of rain or thunder shower. The minimum temperature will be 23 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature will be 32 degrees Celsius. In the south, Chennai will see generally cloudy sky. The temperature will hover between 29 and 39 degrees Celsius. Kolkata will witness partly cloudy sky with possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. The minimum temperature in the metropolis will be 26 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 37 degrees Celsius. In Hyderabad, the minimum temperature will be 27 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 39 degrees. Bengaluru will witness minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and maximum 32 degrees Celsius with generally cloudy sky with light rain. Ahmedabad will witness generally cloudy sky with light rain. The minimum and maximum will be 25 degrees Celsius and 36 degrees Celsius. Guwahati will witness rain or thunder showers towards afternoon or evening. On to north. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum will be around 37 degrees Celsius. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature will be 13 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 30 degrees. The city will face partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Gilgit, the temperature will hover between 16 and 36 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Muzaffarabad, there will be partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. A.K. Varshni, senior physician from RML Hospital, will participate in the discussion. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. And now, before we end, the headlines once again. High-level multidisciplinary central teams deployed in most affected 15 states and union territories to contain COVID-19. Finance Minister reviews functioning of public sector banks with regard to loan sanctions for MSMEs and other companies. Railways to continue to provide Shramik special trains within 24 hours after demand is received from states. Government further extends validity of motor vehicle related documents till September the 30th. Delhi Lieutenant Governor holds all-party meeting to discuss COVID-19 situation in the national capital. Well, for details of these stories and more, you may log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.